Welcome to Levant TV headlines. Iraqi forces closed in on Tikrit, slowed by jihadist snipers and booby traps on the second day of Baghdad's largest operation yet against the Islamic State group. British citizen Konstantinos Eric Scurfield, who was fighting alongside Kurdish forces against the Islamic State, has been killed in Syria. US President Barack Obama has dismissed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's address before the US Congress as a theater, saying, "I am not focused in the politics of this. I am not focused on the theater." Fresh from the latest round of Iran nuclear negotiations, US Secretary of State John Kerry is heading to Saudi Arabia to ease concerns about an emerging deal and discuss ways to calm instability in troubled Yemen. And the UN Security Council has unanimously adopted a resolution creating a system to impose sanctions on those blocking peace in South Sudan, hoping it will press rival leaders into ending conflict. Now let's have a look at top Middle East headlines in papers there. Starting from the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that US President Obama said Iran must commit to a verifiable freeze of at least 10 years on sensitive nuclear activity for a landmark atomic deal to be reached, but the odds are still against sealing a final agreement. The paper also reports that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insisted on Tuesday in his speech to a joint meeting of the US Congress was not a political stunt, as he was received with a standing ovation. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has assured Lebanese Gibran Bassil of Moscow's support for Lebanon's stability, unity and territorial integrity. The paper also reports that France will appoint Emmanuel Bon, French President François Hollande's political advisor for North Africa and the Middle East and the United Nations, as its new ambassador to Lebanon. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that Egypt's foreign ministry has denied the news reports about alleged meetings between ministry officials in Cairo and a delegation of Yemeni Houthi rebels 2 days ago. The paper also reports that Human Rights Watch has issued a statement praising the steps taken by the Egyptian government to promote the rights of children. Now let's have a look at top papers here in London. The Telegraph leads its Middle East news section reporting that despite Kurdistan making recent headlines for the active role its women play in society and the nation's parliament passing a law in 2011 banning the practice of female genital mutilation, it's not uncommon in some rural areas, with 70% of women having been subjected to it. However, in Tutakal, the tide seems to be changing. The Guardian leads Middle East news section reporting that the father of Mohammed Emwazi has been reported as saying there was no proof his son was the Islamic State executioner and claiming that a number of false rumors were circulating. Jassim Emwazi told the Kuwaiti newspaper Al-Qabas, "There is nothing that proves what is being circulated in the media, especially through video clips and footage, that the accused is my son Mohammed, who is being referred to as the alleged executioner of Daesh." The Independent leads Middle East news section reporting that a former British soldier is thought to have become the first UK national to be killed fighting against ISIS in Syria. The former British Marine, named last night by the Kurdish People's Protection Units as Konstantinos Eric Scurfield, is believed to have died in Kamishli, a city in the northeast of the country. And now international papers. From Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that top US General Martin Dempsey has said the involvement of Iranian-backed Shiites in pushing the Islamic State out of Sunni areas of northern Iraq could be a positive thing, provided it did not exacerbate sectarian tensions. And finally, China's Global Times reports that Turkey has sent 2 plane loads of non-lethal military aid to Iraq, including camouflage desert caps, assault vests, helmets, sleeping bags, blankets for 500 soldiers, and 50 cold weather tents. The delivery came a day before Turkish Defense Minister Ismail Yilmaz's 2-day visit to Iraq for talks on fighting Islamic State militants. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.